Hello, class of 2012. I am Farhad Naeem, one of your 3 co-valedictorians. Well, here we are, about to graduate high school, and here I am, one of the several people who will be speaking before that could happen. Now, normally in a valedictory speech, I should be inspiring you all to great success in life, telling you that yes, you can succeed, that all you need is confidence, and that failure is just a learning experience. That's all good and well, but I'm not going to do that, and for 2 reasons. The first is that the job market isn't too good, and I don't want that much competition when I'm looking for a job. But the second reason is that I don't think that's the most important thing in life. Success isn't bad, it's not something to be looked down on. After all, if I thought it was completely unimportant, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you about it. It's just that success in the typical sense of getting a good job and making a lot of money is overrated. It's a good thing to have, yeah, but it's not as important as other things in life. So you know what I think is the important thing in life? Being a good person, living a good life. Even if you think you have nothing else, you've all been blessed with a life and a future. You've been blessed with a good education in a good town. So I say to you, in the dying words of Captain Miller, Tom Hanks' character from Saving Private Ryan, earn this. Earn it. You know how? Help people who need it. Help people who don't need it. Do the right thing even if it's easy. Do the right thing even if it's hard. Sometimes it's as simple as just be nice to people. Don't blindly follow a crowd. As the late Christopher Hitchens put it, take the risk of thinking for yourself. Much more happiness, truth, beauty, and wisdom will come to you that way. Live your life so that years and years from now, you'll be able to look back and say, I lived my life the best that I could. I've done my little part to make this world a better place. Because if you could say that honestly, that's what real success is. Congratulations, class of 2012, and I wish you all the best of luck in the future.
I think that this moment calls for an overuse of cliches. You might think to yourself, oh no, I hate cliches. They're so annoying and don't even make sense in real life. Well, the nice thing about cliches is that they're familiar, and though they don't tell the whole truth, they do present important pieces of it. For example, today someone might tell you that this isn't the end, it's the beginning. If they were talking about my speech, they'd be absolutely right. If they're talking about this moment in your life, they're less correct. You can't deny that this is an end. It's the end of high school and the end of mandatory attendance 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. But it's an end and a beginning. You're headed off to college, the military, employment, or elsewhere. You'll have more freedom, and as a result, more responsibility. I think it is a welcome change, but also a difficult one. In a life with less structure and fewer authority figures, you will be in charge, and you will make your own choices. Try to make the right ones for yourself. Regardless, on whatever path you take, you will find good times and bad times. You will face hardships, and you will have to be prepared to overcome them. But you will also have great joys. Don't let anybody tell you that these past 4 years and this coming summer are the best days of your life. I hope they aren't. I hope you do better things, more interesting, fun, and rewarding things. Go skydiving, start a business, campaign for office, get married and start a family. I don't know. Do something that fills you with joy and makes you feel truly accomplished. Follow your dreams. Another cliche, but try your best to do it, even if it isn't always possible. Fortunately, you can always work out new dreams and find other ways of leading a fulfilling life. That's the thing about life. It changes. I'm not fantastic at dealing with change, and that's probably the case with some of you as well. But you can do it. Adapt. After all, the only constant is change. With that, I want to wish you all good luck, and for those of you who are superstitious about these sorts of things, break a leg.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenny Ronko, the 3rd co-valedictorian. Recently, a small Florida town made headlines when the senior class of the local Vanguard High School finished the year with 25 valedictorians. So for anyone complaining about the heat and all the speeches, just know this, it could be worse. But in all seriousness, it is such an honor to be standing here among such a great group of people. This senior class is incredibly unique with such a wide range of talents, from the artists to the athletes to the people who've done things I've never heard of before meeting these people and being enlightened by some of the seniors you see here today. To put things in perspective, I'd like to express our experience in high school with a quote from Winston Churchill, which I'm recycling from a previous speech. He said, "Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught." We didn't always get along with our teachers, we didn't always get along with our parents, and we didn't always get along with ourselves. Sometimes we had to learn things the hard way, like doing poorly on a test that we were sure the teacher said was the next day, or being a few minutes behind schedule and seeing the driver in front of you take the last overflow spot so that you have to park miles away from the school. Other times, we learn things that interest us, that bore us, that shock us, that provoke us, or that open us up. But no matter what the case, this openness to learning is truly what has made our class special, and after these 4 years, we've soaked in quite a lot. So now, graduation is a time to stop and look back on all the good times that have passed and to celebrate all the good times to come, the epitome of the bittersweet. But soon enough, we will be back to progress, whether it's college, the military, profession, or any other chosen path. But when moving forward in life, it's hard to look back or look too far ahead without stumbling a bit. But as Oliver Wendell Holmes puts it, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters to compare to what lies within us. Beyond knowledge, we have learned from being a part of the living social organism that known as high school, which has helped us develop as young adults. And so, even if we do not remember some formula that we learned years ago in class, or have time to think back to what we did in high school, our experiences have affected how we will approach the world and have shaped us as individuals. Individuals who I can say I'm already proud of, and individuals who continue to realize their inner potential in the future. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Bob Reese. I'm one of the principals here at Wayne Valley High School. Couldn't be a more prouder evening. My speech is very, very short. With all the advice that you're going to be giving to your sons and daughters tonight, I'm reminded of the greatest piece of advice that I've ever read. In Hamlet, Shakespeare, there's an old man named Polonius who talks to his son Laertes, who's going away to school, and he says, above all things, tonight on self be true. There's no better advice in the world. I hope the seniors understand that. Seniors, I've known you for 720 days. It has been all my pleasure. I thank you for letting me be part of your ride. And now the mayor would like to say a few words.
Today's commencement ceremony is the celebration of a truly remarkable education system. To our administrators and outstanding teachers here at Wayne Valley, under the dynamic leadership of our principal, Bob Reese, and to all the teachers in the entire Wayne school system, we say thank you for a job well done. You took our young kindergartners 13 years ago and instructed, molded, prodded, and even nurtured them over the years to become the outstanding scholars and citizens that are assembled here tonight. To our graduates, now it's your turn to shape the future of the world that we live in. I urge all of you to go out and make this state, this country, this world, a better place to live than it is today. Whatever you choose to do in life, always strive to do your best and reach for the stars, and you will achieve all of your goals and aspirations in life. I encourage and challenge each of you to get involved in your community, and don't be afraid to help your fellow man. This getting involved can be accomplished in many ways. Find the way that is right for you and set the good example for others to follow. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure on behalf of the 54,711 residents of Wayne Township to say congratulations and God bless the class of 2012. Thank
you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Gonzalez, Superintendent of Schools, and this evening I'd like to take a moment to address the class of 2012, all members of the Board of Education, administration, faculty, families, and friends. I stand here before you on this hot summer night, prepared to deliver an address that was going to motivate and inspire our class of 2012 as they got ready to take on the world. But all I could think about is, man, it's hot. So before we drench ourselves in sweat, I'm gonna switch things up a little bit and offer 3 quick pearls of wisdom inspired by the heat. First is always know your audience. Be it a professor, prospective employer, or all of you sitting in 100-degree heat, you should always be mindful of who is on the other side. Consider their needs, thoughts, and feelings, and try to respond in a way that focuses on what they are without compromising who you are. Number 2, always have a plan B. Whether you ascribe to the Boy Scout motto of being prepared or Murphy's Law that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, the most important lesson to learn is that you must always be ready to respond to whatever curveball that life throws at you, because there will be many. Which leads me into my final bit of advice this evening. Stay cool. No matter what the temperature, no matter what the climate, no matter what pressure you're faced with, simply stay cool. This is for them. Keep your head on your shoulders. Think straight. Remember all that you learned from your parents growing up and your teachers while a student. And you'll just be fine as long as you stay cool. And remember, class of 2012, we're always here for you. In closing, on behalf of all of Wayne Public Schools, I wish to congratulate our class of 2012 on a job well done. Good evening and good night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mitch Badner, Vice President of the Board of Education. Faculty, staff, and parents, it's my pleasure to share this evening with you tonight as a representative of the Board of Education. And to the parents and guardians, congratulations, and thank you for all that you've done to this point in your child's education career. I'm sure you remember a couple of years ago when you sent them off to kindergarten, and it's unbelievable how the time has flown. So cherish this moment as one of great accomplishment, and may it serve also as a testament to your love and caring for your children as they embark on the next stage of their life. To the graduates, this day marks the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new and exciting one. As you continue your educational journey, trust what you've learned from your parents and your teachers. Take advantage of the opportunities that you will be presented with and persevere through the challenges you will face. So on behalf of the Wayne Board of Education, I wish all of you the best for the future and, of course, a fun-filled, happy, and safe summer. Thank you.
Validation of the class. Dr. Gonzalez and members of the Wayne Board of Education, as principal of Wayne Valley High School, it is my pleasure to present to you the Wayne Valley High School class of 2012. In doing this, I certify that all members have met both the state of New Jersey and the Wayne Board of Education's requirements for graduation. Therefore, before you sits the Wayne Valley graduating class of 2012. Thank you.